Hi ladies, welcome to Summer Love Day 9, and I'm going to be sharing what feminine energy is, the quality that men are looking for and yearn for to have in a woman. So our feminine energy is all about this essence of being able to draw in what we want. It's our intuition, it's our ability to receive, it's our ability to be able to really feel. It's also our ability to really take in a moment and really capture it. Where our masculine energy is really like do energy. It's the shit get done energy. It's very linear, it's focused, it's task oriented, it's very purposeful. And as women, we have both energies, but a lot of times we tend to have the masculine energy turned up and our feminine energy turned down. And that can wreak incredible havoc on our dating life. It's really great to have that masculine energy when it comes to our work career, maybe being a single mom, when we're really independent, taking care of ourselves. But when it comes to our dating life, it actually blocks and even prevents men from really showing up and having an energy that's residency with us. Because if we've always got this energy of I've got this, I can do this, I don't need you, men will feel it. And what we want to do is learn how to turn that masculine energy down and turn up this feminine energy where it's a lot more softer and receptive, more playful and spontaneous. And a lot of times as women, we're just not naturally going there. So here's 3 ways to tap into that energy. Because again, if we have 2 of the same energies, they're naturally going to repel. So we want to create that polarity, especially if we want a man who's going to take the lead, initiate, call, make dates, so that we can lean back. So how to turn this on? 3 things. 1 is transition time. And what I mean by that is when you're going from your dating or from work onto a date, or you're going to talk to him on the phone or even going online. If we're coming from that masculine energy of really get stuff done from our work environment, we will naturally take that energy into our dates and into how we interact with men. So we want to give ourselves some space in between that to really let go of that energy and turn up the feminine energy. So checking with yourself, am I giving myself enough time to unwind, to get out of my head and more into my body? So be conscious of that. Number 2 is to get into your body. So what are the ways that help you to get into your body and less thinking? So a lot of my women will have playlists on their phone to help kind of shift the energy. I'll get them to change their clothes or shift something, maybe put lipstick on, a scarf before they get onto their date, especially if they're going right after work. It might be even putting perfume on because that'll change the scent, which will again change your state. Anything that you find that's going to help get into your body, because that again is where your feminine energy more or less lies, right? That masculine energy is really head thinking, feminine energy is more feeling. And then the 3rd one is really about creating space to be able to say yes. And what I mean by that is a lot of times, because we're so used to doing everything ourselves and taking control, we actually have a hard time allowing men to do things for us and being able to lean back and say, yes, thank you. And we tend to think like, if I say yes, or if he does something for me, does he think I'm weak? Does he think I'm needy? Like, I don't want to give that impression. And so then we end up doing a lot, and we end up almost as though we need to prove or compete or prove to him that we've got this. And as much as we think that's attractive, it actually can turn men off. And so what we want to do is create space to say yes. And what that looks like is when a man offers to open the door or walk us to our car, or maybe even pick us up, we want to be able to say yes and then allow him to take the lead and do it. An example is I had a client and she was getting a gentleman to pick her up. And as he's picking her up or driving to the restaurant, she's like telling him where to go, what street to go, where to park, and kind of directing him. And as much as she thinks she's being helpful, it's actually more in that masculine energy. And it's a sense that she doesn't trust that he's going to be able to get her there. And so really being aware, ladies, are we trusting the men we're with to be able to provide or take the lead? Or are we still in the need to control and make things happen? So be conscious of that, right? And to be able to allow men to do things for us. Even something so simple as building something for us or hanging something up. I know a lot of you can do it. I know you can. But if we give space for men to do these things for us, it actually turns him on. It gives him that masculine energy to feel good, to be able to provide for a woman. And that's what creates this residency. So when I talk about men are attracted to your energy, this is what I'm talking about. This feminine energy, this ability to allow him to do things for us. Because a lot of times men will have a disconnect with us. They won't find residency. Because if we're competing or we're feeling like we've got this and he doesn't feel needed, he won't resonate. So that's why a lot of times my clients will have a first or second date in the beginning and it won't go anywhere. Or their relationship starts off and then it kind of goes stagnant. It's typically because that man doesn't feel a residency in this woman's life because she's too much in that masculine. So ladies, really think this week, how can you turn out more of your feminine energy and turn down your masculine energy? And knowing when you want to use which energy and when, because you have both of them and they're incredibly powerful. It's just giving yourself permission to really access one or the other. Let me know what you think. I'm super curious. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, and I will see you on the next video.